Hi folks. Hey, what's an old guy do out at camp when all the camp chores are done? I went through my whole campground, got the restrooms all spotless, shiny clean. They smell good, they look good, they are good. And I had a couple of campers, a group of campers that have been staying here for the last few days. They come into camp early this morning and visited for about, I'd say a half hour, 45 minutes. They were going down to this other end of the campground because we've got a pair of swans that decided to make this lake their home. Well, you could hear them honking like mad this morning over here, and they wanted to go down and take a look, So they went down and they watched the swans for a while. Then they were on their way back. They come into camp and we visited for a bit. Nice group of folks. Very nice group of folks. They're all leaving camp. They have a piece of property north of here that was just bare land. Well, it's all timber. And they went in there. They brought a big tractor with them. And they went in there and they cleared out an area by the lake. They're on another lake just north here. And they cleared out a nice area so they could get their vehicles in and out and camp there. So the couple and the one fella, there's 4 of them, they're staying up there now. Last night was their last night here in camp. The other fella, he's right next to me over here. He likes it here. He likes it here. He's staying until Wednesday. Then he'll probably move up to the property and camp there. But he said he's staying here till Wednesday, which is nice, He's a very nice fella. Very respectful people, great campers, love having them as neighbors. Kind of wish they were hanging around a little longer, but Wednesdays when I head home for the week, not for a week, just for one night, I head home during the day Wednesday, and I got my hands full. Oh boy, do I have my hands full. I got a couple of things that I need to pick up to bring back to camp, but I'm going to do that Thursday. When I get there Wednesday, I'm going to be spending all my time uploading videos, including this one, so you folks got something to watch during the week while I'm back here at camp. That's what an old guy does with his spare time. Render videos. The only problem I have is for some reason Filmora will not let me save a final video file unless I'm connected with the internet. That has me upset. I paid for that software and it won't let me do anything unless I'm connected to the internet? No, I'm not happy with that. At least I'm able to render them to the point where I take the hard drive home with me, plug it in. The only problem I have is then I have to take each one of those files and save them as a final video and then upload them to YouTube. I gotta take a look at that. We got plenty of time. So yesterday I must have spent 3 hours editing videos from here. And why am I videoing this? I mean, don't you have something better to do, Sty? Right now I don't. All I've got, look at that scenery back there behind me. Isn't that beautiful? I should be facing that direction, right? I can look at that anytime I want. I would step out the door, I can see that. I just, everywhere I go in camp, I can see that, unless I'm facing this direction. I'm facing this direction because I can see if anybody comes or goes from the campground. And I'm enjoying one heck of a fine, big cup of coffee. It's only 1:30 in the afternoon. I got a lot done. Like I said, I cleaned both the restrooms, pressure washed the whole restrooms, just got them all spotless. I'm very happy with them. I filled my water tanks. I filled the one for camp. I filled the one for the pressure washer for the truck. I'm very happy with my new Forest Service truck. Very nice. Well, just as I finished the last bathroom, a pickup truck with a canoe in the back came through and he pulled up beside me. And he says, "Is there any way to get to West Twin Lake?" And I said, "Well, yes, there is." And he said, "How?" He says, "Isn't that all private?" He says, "I thought that was all private land around the lake and you couldn't get there unless you had owner's permission." I said, "Well, you got the owner's permission, the U.S. Forest Service." I said, "The Forest Service has access to the lake there." And I told him where the parking area was and where the trail was. And they said they drove in there. He was with a gal, him and a gal. And he said, I guess I don't quite know for sure where you're talking about." So I said, "Well, follow me." So it was nice. I got the Forest Service truck, So they follow me in, and I take them down to West Twin Lake, which is a half a mile from here. And then you've got maybe 100 yards. I hear a boat, I think. Somebody must put in at the landing. Anyway, you got about 100-yard walk, 300 feet, down a beautiful trail. Steep right at the very end, but easy to the water's edge. And the water's edge is beautiful. Big cedars, and it's just beautiful there. And it faces due west, the portage, and I haven't been down there forever. My first time down there this year. So it was a pleasure. I walked in there with them, and there was winter debris across the trail here and there. I cleared the trail out for them. They portaged their canoe down there, put in, they're out there fishing. That whole lake has got a few private homes on it. Otherwise, that whole lake has no access. So very few people ever are on that lake, and it's got great panfish and largemouth bass fish in there. So I'm wishing them all the luck in the world. I surely am. But it was a wonderful walk down there. I didn't have the camera with, but I figured one evening I'll head down there, bring the GoPro with, and film going down to West Twin Lake. Excuse me. And I'll film the sunset, because the portage ends on the east side of the lake, and you're looking due west across the lake. It'd be beautiful sunset. I'll pick a night where it looks like it's going to be really a pretty sunset, and I'll hike in there and film it. Well, so that was interesting. Very nice couple, young couple, very interesting people. And that's what I enjoy about being here, is I get to meet so many new people. And so far, every one of them have been very, very nice, kind people. Today, I'm enjoying the fact that right now it's 58 degrees, But there's a breeze coming off the lake, which is chilly. That's why the coffee. Oh, and it's so good. And I'm sitting here thinking, what did I get done today? Well, I got a lot done. I cut up some firewood. There was some logs that I had gathered that I needed to build a cover for my generator. And I had a sheet of plywood, small sheet of plywood, to use as the top. But I thought if I cut some poles, I could make legs. So I built a cover for my generator. I'll show that to you some other time. But all the leftover wood from building that this morning, I built that, got it covered with a piece of camouflage tarp. I don't throw tarps away. I cut all the good pieces off and find something to use them for later. And that was one of those projects where I got to use that tarp. Yeah, that piece was perfect for it. And I had all that leftover wood, so I used my new electric chainsaw on it, buzzed it all up, and cut up a bunch of firewood. Got my cover for my generator all put together and in place. I don't know if you can even hear it running in the background, but the generator's actually running, and it's only, what is that, maybe 30, 35 feet away. I can barely hear it, so I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. When I was in the trailer last night, I was using a webcam and I was recording, and you could hear the generator running in the trailer. But there was a lot of noise in the trailer. You had the generator running right outside the back of it, and I had a Coleman lantern running, and those are noisy. So that did surprise me. That didn't surprise me a bit. The one thing that today that I'm just really, really wishing I had was my Starlink internet. My Lord, I got the money sitting right there. I'm ready and willing to go pay my Starlink fees, the equipment, everything. It's all set and ready to go. They just got to get me the equipment. And I've got a perfect spot right there on the hill, faces south, nice open view. I could be live streaming out here. I could have internet. I could live stream. Right now, that's probably what I would do, is do a live stream. Let's see. Yes, 13 minutes into this. This will be 15, 20 minutes long. But my supervisor has been so busy. They burned a few campgrounds this spring. Well, they couldn't until just this last week. And things that him and I had planned to take care of here had to be put to the side because the weather was perfect for them to do a burn. So they burnt 2 campgrounds. And what they do is they burn all that underbrush out, all the dead stuff and underbrush. And it cleans the campgrounds right up. It really looks good. It doesn't look good when it's burnt, but it only takes a couple of weeks and it greens right up. Boy, everything just grows. The grasses and everything grow right through it, and it looks beautiful. So those 2 campgrounds got burnt this spring, and they had to put things that needed to be done here to the side. I've got a tree that's got to go. That thing's got to get out of here. That thing's hollow for about 6 feet up, and it's not very strong, but it's alive. But very little of it is alive at the base, but the top is heavy and green. That thing catches the wind. It's coming down, and right now where it's lined up, it'll take my truck out. We've got another one, same type of situation, not as rotted as far up, but it's rotted a good 4 feet off all the way from the ground up, about 4 feet. That's got to come down. And again, if a storm took it down, that thing would get my truck and the Forest Service truck. So those guys need to come out, and they need to take those 2 trees down. But I don't know when it's going to happen. I have chainsaw certification training. I believe it's on the 22nd of May. So that's a little ways off yet. It's on a Saturday. But then I'll be chainsaw certified, and then my supervisor, all he has to do is show up with a larger gas-powered chainsaw, because my electric, I could knock these trees down with my electric, but I'm not bucking them up. There's no way. And yeah, there's no way. I'm gonna put that much wear and tear on my electric. So that's something I'm sitting here like, oh man, today would have been a perfect day for it. We could have got them both on the ground, bucked them up. But that's another day. So, is Sty a happy camper? Yes, he is. Why did Sty make this video? Because he had nothing better to do right now at 1:45 in the afternoon. I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to I might make chili tonight. No. I've got smoked pork chops. I'm going to have smoked pork chops for dinner tonight. I know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to... generator's running, and it's charging all the batteries I need for my pressure washer. The chainsaw battery's charging now. My deep cycle batteries are charging right now. Being the Jenny's running, I might as well fire up the computer and finish rendering videos. I can render this one. So that's what this old man's going to be doing this afternoon, I guess. Yeah. So it was good chatting with you. Love you all. You know that. Hey, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, would you? Ring the bell. You'll know whenever a video's coming up. Don't forget, Wednesday night, I'm going to be doing on every Wednesday night, unless something major happens, every Wednesday night I will do a live stream so I can personally chat with you guys. If you like this video and others, hit the thumbs up. And I'll see you all very soon. And in the meantime, all of you have a very, very nice day. Promise? Hey, this is Sty saying, till later, bye-bye.